even though he didn't get those dreams, eventually something happens to where it puts him on the path to try to save people. And he has actual motivation to care. And it'd give away too much of the story to reveal that motive. Besides not dying, motive, motivation. There we go. Tough words. Eventually, as he goes on his adventure, they have several little mini adventures, and as they come across different things, according to some people, they're not heroes, but they're pads of doom, and wherever they go after their visit there, the boy Jaguar rakes her claws and harvests all these souls. So some people think they're the harbingers of doom and such. Cold. Now, they obviously learn more about all these different prophecies as they come across different things on their adventure. Now, the ending, though, I'm not gonna give it away, but that is the best ending for this type of story I've ever come across. It was glorious. I highly recommend it. Now, as far as the people that will want to read this, it's gonna be people who like talking animal stories. I've always liked them ever since I was little. You have Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats and Nymph, Roscoe and the Rats and Nymph. Talking stories like that I've always enjoyed, so obviously this is more adult. Not like inappropriate adult, but more enjoyable. It has a lot more, has deeper stuff in it that adults, it would take an adult to enjoy it more than it would a kid most of the time, unless the kid has a really high reading level. Now, obviously, a book this good, you're gonna want, if you read it and enjoy, you're gonna want to know about sequels. Now, there is a prequel sequel that stars a different character, but it's an audio. It hasn't been published. It's an audio play type thing, and I'll provide some links in the description or possibly the video of different places you can go to find out some of this stuff. There's also a couple other stories set in the same universe. Now, I've listened to the audio play, and I have one of the books that's set in the same universe, but I haven't got around to reading that book yet. And it sounds, as far as I can tell, it's like a bunch of little miniature stories set in this universe. I may do a review or add-on to this later on once I do finish reading it. I haven't really got the chance to. But the audio play is really good. It's read by the actual author, which is cool, but it also leads to some errors on there that only the author would perform. It's not too many, but there's like one where he accidentally switched someone's name. It's like only the person who knows these characters in depth would accidentally switch names while reading a book. But it's not too jarring. I just thought it was really neat that he read it himself. Now, Michael H. Payne, he's got web comics. I'll provide some links for them. They're really good storylines. The art, on the other hand, but the storyline makes up for it. You got The Daily Grind and Terabithia. I believe it's pronounced Terabithia. I'm not positive. Terabithia is really strange. It's a very strange read. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand some of that stuff sometimes in those storylines. As far as like what the main character is saying, you'd have to give it a read to see if you like it or not. The Daily Grind is a very similar to like a sort of like a mystery. It actually reminds you kind of like the older radio dramas, sort of. It's very mystery, action. Got some romance in there. Very strange romances in there. And you also have a squirrel who's a psychopath almost. She's got to take medication for it. And if she doesn't take medication, she gets really violent. And it's Joe is just awesome. I did get her name right, didn't I? Read it and find out, and you can correct me. But those are pretty good reads. Like I said, though, he does the art himself, and while he's a great storyteller, his art, not so much. So you have to be willing to forgive that to enjoy it, really. Now it's still better than what I can draw, though, so I'm not gonna complain. He has a Facebook page, and I've actually, pestered him on there once or twice, mostly to ask if he's got any other books set in that universe, and he actually replied, and told me about the one I do have. And there's another one, but it's not, I can't find it anywhere. He said it wasn't in print. He's like, pretty much like, good luck finding it. There's just nowhere to be found. So I was like, oh. And I looked, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But he seems like a really friendly guy, so, I mean, he didn't get annoyed or anything the few times I pestered him. But that's about all the info on that I'm going to give anyway. So basically, let's wrap it all up. And let me know if this has been a good review, okay? I mean, I'm new at this, especially trying to do a serious review. I mean, weapons, those are easy. You hit things with them. A book review, I don't want to do it as... I want to do an actual good job reviewing a book. Especially one I like as much as this. But, to wrap it all up, Blood Jaguar, anthropomorphic war, talking animals, mystical god creatures, a druggie trying to save the day against impossible odds, and a god of death who's a jaguar. Do you really need to know any more than that? Then read the book. I mean, if you don't like talking animal stories, you probably won't read it. But this is for all you people out there who like the talking animal stories. I'd say still give it a shot even if you don't, but it's up to you. But I say that's about it. Not much more to say. Just give it a shot. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to try to force the issue. Now, for you people who watch my videos and stuck through this to the end, who are wanting some weapons, I mean, I'm in the process. I've got quite a few that are halfway made. I'm working on Rarity's weapon. I'm not sure if it'll be the next one done or if Rainbow Dash's will, but I got those on the work table. Also working on some other stuff. I have fan fiction, but that's on my DeviantArt account, and I really don't connect the two I usually keep them separate. So I'm probably not even going to provide a link. I use a different username and everything. Working on another custom pony toy. It's a Flutter Venom. That's going to be cool, I think. I'm over halfway done. I got her mostly painted and got some hair and all venom-ishy and stuff. But there's that. I also have one of those Tumblr things, Ask Such and Such. It's Ask Crazyredemu, so if you want to look me up and ask me something, feel free. I doubt you will, but hey, it's worth a shot. But that's that. If you have any books that you think are really good that I should read and give a shot at reviewing, let me know. Put them in the comments or anything. Just give a shout out and let me know about them. I think the next book I'll review may be the 101 Dalmatians book. And it's pretty close to the movie as far as what you'd expect Disney to change. But it's a lot better because there's a lot more stuff in it that they just wouldn't be able to fit in the movie. So that's that. That's all. So this is Crazyredemu signing off.